Hi everybody, this is Matt from Under the Covers Music. Today we're going to talk about power chords, yay! Specifically about the way that power chords take on the melodic content of melodies that are associated with them and can sort of change as the melodic content changes. They're sort of like the chameleon of the harmonic world. To do this, we're going to take a look at the Green Day tune, Wake Me Up When September Ends. I was doing some research as I was building out some curriculum, and as I was looking at some user-defined chord progressions and things like that, I noticed a comment from a user that said, well, when it gets to the C minor, I don't really play a C minor very well, so I just play a C instead, and it seems to work out okay. A couple thoughts there. First of all, want to play the C minor, then you should spend some time learning the C minor. But secondly, more importantly for the purposes of this video, you can use power chords to eliminate some of those discrepancies and sort of use the power chord to take on some of that harmonic content, even if you're not playing the full chords. And I thought I'd take a couple seconds here just to demonstrate what I mean using that same song. So let me go ahead and share my screen. What you'll see here is that we just have a basic Logic Pro application open. We've got a couple of audio files. The first thing that I always like to do is set a session drummer. So we're going to set a session player, the drummer. We're going to do punk rock because that's what we're dealing with here. We're going to create that. We're going to get rid of that and bring him up to the top because I'm anal like that. We're at 105 beats per minute, which is about where this song goes. It sort of goes in and around that general area. Extend one more of here. We'll make sure we have some sound. Sounds like a punk rock drum line. Great. The next thing we're going to do is just put down the verse melody. So I did a quick transcription here in MuseScore just to for my own sort of benefit and just to have it captured. So we're going to lay this down as a melodic track and then overlay some chords on top of it. So let's go here. We'll go ahead and record this. Alright, as you see, it wasn't perfect, but it doesn't really matter. Again, for the purposes of this, we want to use this melody line just to lock in the underlying chord progression. So we'll leave it where it's at. Let's just make sure it makes noise. Great. Now we're going to get into the meat of this, and we're going to put the power chords up underneath this whole thing. You see a basic chord progression down here. We're not going to worry too much at all about any of the minor or anything like that. We're just doing big chunky power chords to get through this chord progression because then we're going to build some other stuff on top of it. So let's go ahead and get this moving. All right, so with that, let's make sure we make noise. Great. All right, so now what we're going to do, finally going to get to the point of this video. Like, come on, man, just get on with it. All right, so now we're going to reimagine this verse melody in a minor mode. So essentially what we're going to do technically is we're going to take all these Bs and just make them B flats sort of throughout that whole melodic line. But we're also going to include and keep that exact same progression that we created out of those power chords. And I think what you'll see is that the power chords then will take on sort of this minor feel, even though the progression itself hasn't changed. It's the exact same thing that we just recorded. So let's go ahead and lay this down. Let's play that back once and just listen to it. Pretty cool, right? So again, just another tool in the toolbox and a way that you can use the exact same progression and derive multiple melodic ideas. So the next tune you're working on, why don't you go a little bit deeper under the covers and try something like that and see what you can create. All right, well, we'll talk to you soon.